Hi,
Hi,
Rick.
Julia, and everybody else that are using Rain products or considering using Rain products. My name is Rick Rolls. I'm from Canada. I'm a retired physical and health education teacher and coach, and a father and friend to many people. Um, I'd like to share my story with you. 3 years ago, I was having a lot of problems with osteoarthritis in my knee and my shoulder, chronic fatigue syndrome, and I was living in Beijing, China, and I was suffering from pollution-induced asthma, and I also suffer from migraine attacks, and all this stemmed from an accident that I had 19 when I was 19 years old, when I fell off a four-story building through a tree, landed on a car, and after that accident, I had problems with migraine attacks. I had concussion symptoms, and I was tired probably for most of my life. 3 years ago, I was in Thailand with my girlfriend that introduced me. Her name's Lucy from Vietnam. She introduced me to rain after I had an accident in Thailand. I had been climbing up some rocks. My feet slipped from underneath me. I went head first into rocks. To stop my head from hitting, I put my hand down. My hand split wide open, and then I stood up, and Lucy says, Rick, your arm, your biceps cut very badly. So they rushed me to a clinic. They sewed my arm and my hand up, and then they told me to that I need to come in for the next week for treatment. Well, when I got back to the resort, Lucy came and hugged me, and she says, "I'm sorry, it was my fault." And I said, "No, it was just an accident." And then what she did is she gave me this sachet, to take. And she says, this sachet, drink this sachet, and it's going to help your body heal itself. And I laughed at her because I've seen everything out there and I've tried many different herbal remedies. So she said, drink it. So I drank it. And then she says, put the juice on your cuts. So I put the juice on my cut, on my hand and my arm, and the pain went away. I also found that day that I had energy for the entire day, which I haven't had for many, many years. So that was a good day for me. I had energy. The pain went away. My cuts never developed any infection. I drank the Soul for 2 days, and I was walking on the beach. The day before, I was limping very badly, and I've been limping for weeks. All of a sudden, there was no pain in my knee, and I was walking normally, and I'm saying, okay, I think it must be because I'm in Thailand, I'm away from Beijing. I also was suffering for 6 months from asthma and coughing. After 3 days of taking the Soul, the coughing stopped. And even when I was back in Beijing with the pollution, the asthma never returned. I also found that I stopped getting migraine attacks, and my energy level returned. And it's been 3 years now. I take the Soul. I started taking the Core also. I've tried Soul Red, which is a wonderful product. That's what I'll use when I'm in Canada. I've tried Bend. I found that Bend was excellent for my knee, and it was almost like it cured my knee, and I didn't need to use it anymore. So I continued just using the Soul and the Core. So that's sort of my testimony. But I'm in the Philippines right now, and people are malnourished here, and I'm seeing people quickly get better when they're using the Soul and Core, whether it's from arthritis, toxic goiter. They're suffering from diabetes, and we're trying to help as many people as we can have a better quality of life and try to help them with their health challenges.
Thanks for your sharing.
Unless you want to hear more, I've got lots of
Got lots of sharing here.
other
Thank
things
you.
that we can
Thanks. Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah.
But I've